Hello, hello, hello. I'm Andrea Stevens,
And I'm Jeannette Mejias, and we are WABS Women.
where exposure brings strength. Episode 74 with our favorite guy.
Yeah.
Hi.
Just waiting. Q Wes.
Hi.
Q the man. Yes.
Thank
Welcome,
you.
welcome. It is so good to see your face. I know our listeners can't see your face, but we can, and that's all that matters. Right now, at least. But they can see you, and we're going to talk about that soon. So, how you doing? How you doing?
I am blessed. I am in Florida. I apologize. I'm trying to get my camera right. And I just finished up a 2-day seminar with my tribe. Just went over some limiting beliefs, some negative self-talk, some things like that. So it's always good to be intentional about your growth. And I'm literally just wrapped up a couple minutes ago. And so I'm feeling pretty good. Feeling really, really good.
Yay.
That's awesome. And for those of you who are tuning in, we are speaking to our all-time friend, Westley Morris. As you all know, he was on our podcast last year in December at this time, and we wanted to bring him back because Wes is doing such amazing things. And we want to hear where he's at. So Wes, where are you? I mean, I know you're in Florida, you're making things happen. What's been happening since a year since we've checked in with you, brother?
You know, it's so funny because I was just revisiting the time since I was on this podcast last, and at the time I was renting a house, and right after the podcast, I think I was in the process of buying a house. So that was a very stressful time period, but how I got the house was, as you guys know, I joined a network marketing company and I saved my money for 3.5 years. I never touched it. And I would ride my bicycle in neighborhoods that I couldn't afford. And I would look at these houses that I didn't think that I could afford. And I would just dream about what it would be like to have my family there. And then, finally, I was able to put like a huge down payment on our family's first house as a result of the money that I earned from network marketing. And my dreams came true. So I'm now living in that house. I'm now married to what was then my fiance. We have the dog. We have the house. I'm living the American dream.
The white picket fence, right?
No, yeah. Well, it's an Invisa fence, but
okay.
But
Awesome.
I'm truly grateful. I'm truly blessed, and I'm a living testament that if you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. And I'm living proof of that for sure.
I love that. I love that.
Are.
Yeah.
You the comeback kid. I mean, I'm never gonna stop calling you the comeback kid. Never. Never.
That's right.
And listen, you wouldn't have Westley Morris, the motivational speaker. You wouldn't have Westley Morris, the businessman. You wouldn't have Westley Morris on this podcast if it wasn't for all the adversity that I went through. So all you listeners, if you're going through something, just know that there's a comeback story, that are, the strongest swords are forged in the hottest fires. And I am not where I'm at without the things that I went through.
Absolutely.
That's really profound. That's really profound. Because I think, I really appreciate you sharing that, Wes, because I think given that, as you know, things have just been tough on a lot of folks, especially this time of year. People get, really not in the best places, and, unfortunately, you hear this awful news about Twitch, this guy who was, appearing to be, living his best life, happy guy, married, and, now he's not with us, and you got to wonder, what are the things, what was he battling internally with, we'll never know. Right. And I love the fact that, you speak on that, like, no matter what you're going through, to push through that, because that is what's building you up to, come to the other side of that. So I appreciate that.
Yeah. Mental health is a real thing, right?
Yeah.
you know, and the devil is a lie.
Mhm.
You know, and listen, my morning routine goes like this. I wake up at 5 o'clock every single morning. The very first thing I do is I meditate. I meditate for 10 to 15 minutes with my headphones on, guided meditation, work on my breathing. And I imagine the person, the day, the environment, the feelings, the actions that I want to have throughout that day. If I don't do that, and then I get on the treadmill, I do just a little bit to get my blood pumping, you know, and then I do some journal entries, some gratitude lists, some I am statements, you know, but I have a whole routine that I do on a daily basis to combat what you just said, you
Mm.
know, because
Those
I'm not,
tools. Those are tools
so,
you're using. Yeah.
absolutely 100%. You know, we have to be very intentional about the mindset that we want to have, and the energy that we want to give off, you know. So it takes
Yeah.
work, man.
Yeah, it
And
does take work. Yeah.
and it comes back to Jeanette, you said consistency,
Yeah.
Mm,
right? So,
mhm.
you know, every day you do something to move you forward and the same things, and it's repetitive and it's consistent. And if you stop, you notice a difference,
Absolutely. Yeah.
you know?
You know, for those of you who are not following Wes on social media on Facebook, I invite you to do so. I mean, Wes puts some amazing content, and we will put that at the end of our recording. However, Wes, can you tell me really quickly? I've noticed that, you know, you've been taking some dips in some very icy water. What? I mean, come on, help me out here. Like, what? How does
How
someone?
does that make you feel? That's what
No, but the thing is, let me just tell you, that's something serious because I went to a resort where I did a spa day, and they was like, you have to take a plunge in this like very freezing cold in and out. I
Mhm.
thought I was gonna die because my mind was like, what are you talking about? Why do I even need to get in there? Like, that doesn't make sense. Oh no, it's like the whole part of this whole experience, like the sauna, the cold, the hydro pool. When I got in that, like quick, there was no way I could imagine being a second longer. So I want Wes to kind of talk a little bit about that because I think that's pretty amazing what he's doing.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, you know, I got introduced to this maybe 2 years ago. A couple of my friends, they were all going in the river, you know, in the middle of winter. I was like, oh, that looks cool. And you know, so I tried it. You know, I got in there. I was screaming and yelling, and I lasted like 30 seconds, right? It was like my first girlfriend.
Oh gosh. Oh.
And so I had to work up to a whole 3 minutes.
Oh
I
boy.
can't
I
with
had to
you.
work.
I can't. I can't. Oh God.
Unexpected. Very unexpected.
I
Oh
had to
God.
build up to it. But you know what I come to find out is that, you know, it has incredible medical benefits.
Mm.
All the blood flow goes to your vital organs within seconds. All the inflammation in your body removed instantly. You know, I go up into the brain stem, so I will dip, you know, the back of my neck in there, and what that does is it shocks the brain, and in a good way, because it once once I get out, I have an increase in endorphins, and I feel phenomenal, right? But here's why I really do it. You know, it has a ton of medical benefits, but the real reason I do it is because I don't want to negotiate with my mind. When I say we're going in this water and we're going to stay there for 3 minutes, and I don't care what you say, that's exactly what's going to happen, right? And there's not one time where I go to get into this 33 degree water and I'm like, yeah, I'm excited about this. It doesn't happen, right?
Right.
So
Right.
it's me overpowering my mind and commanding all 75 billion cells within my body that we're going in this water. Now, when you first get in there, like you said, Jeanette, my mind tells me, oh my God, you're going to die. And you freak out, right? And you're
Mhm.
like, ah.
Yeah.
And it's about It's about controlling my breathing,
Mm.
controlling my heart rate, and just overpowering the thoughts that are telling me things that aren't true. I'm okay. I'm safe, and it's okay. And then it almost becomes enjoyable. It almost becomes, you've never been more in the moment than you are when you're in 33-degree water. And then the additional payoff is that when life falls apart,
Mm.
I don't.
Mm.
Mm.
I don't.
I better get some water outside with those icicles and get in there. I need to
Wow,
command the brain. I
really
need all
deep.
these things.
And that really speaks to, I know, like Anthony Robbins does some similar practices as well. And
Yeah.
he's really big on that too. And he talks all the benefits of that. And I commend you for doing. I think that's fantastic. I mean,
Mm.
maybe I really need to kind of just work on my my mind, and strengthening my mind in that sense.
Yeah.
So
Well, when you come down to my event on January 14th, let me know. I'll have a tub of cold water ready to go.
Bring the suit.
Oh gosh. All right. That's all I'm gonna say. All right.
She's trying to talk herself into that. See that? Yeah. Okay.
Well, I will be at that
okay.
event. So that's really a great segue. Talk to us about this event coming up, Wes.
Yep. So I had a vision in August. Two things transpired. This time last year, I started this self-development program called Fully Resourced. It's from Paul Martinelli. It's literally the best program I've ever seen in my entire life. And I've been in the self-development space for 10 years now. So I started this program called Fully Resourced. And during this program, I made an entry. I wrote down, God, just lead me where you need me to be. And then underneath that, it was November 2022, and I wrote down that I will let go of my massage business by the end of 2022 or by 2023.
Mm.
And 3 weeks ago, I just let go. I gave, about a $500,000 a year business back to my mom. I built it up 1,000%, and I gave it back. And the reason why is because it's my calling to be a speaker, teacher, and trainer to other people, and to show them how they can live a life of abundance, how they can do more, be more, and become more than they are right now. How to live up to your full potential and not make any agreements or negotiations with your past or with your limiting beliefs. And in doing that, I also got a vision, to start to have my first live event. It's called Who Will You Be in 2023. It's purpose, vision, goals, and limiting beliefs. And basically, I'm going to bring to people's awareness things that are right in front of their face, and realize that we are programmed to live a life of lack and limitation. And the truth of the matter is, we live in a world of abundance. There's no shortage of anything. So I'm going to bring all of that to people's awareness. And I'm super pumped. It's January 14th. It's in Allentown, Pennsylvania. The link will be in the comments. And I'm fired up. Let's go.
I can't wait. And
Fun.
We're certainly going to promote your event. I'm excited. I will be there. I don't know if I'll be for the whole duration, but for certainly I will be there in support of you, and of course to be open and receiving what you're going to release out to us. So I'm just internally grateful for you, Wes, because it's not easy to answer two callings, and I appreciate that you've answered your calling, and I just can't wait to see what continues to come next for you, brother.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's funny because this weekend my boy just said, when your natural gifts serve the needs of others, that is your calling.
Amen.
Yeah.
100%.
Shoo.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah.
Well, Wes, we couldn't be more grateful. We know that you've been busy, flying, going all over the map. And we appreciate you taking time to come and hang out with us and share what's going on. And you know you have a friend in us. We welcome you back at anytime you want to be here with us. Thank you. And remember,
Yes.
everyone, you're listening
I-
to Women.
I appreciate it. Can I have one last request?
Of course, you
Yes.
yes.
So right now, I need teachers, I need principals, I need guidance counselors, I need county officials. If there's anybody on this podcast or anybody that you two know that are in a school district or part of the local government, give me their contact. I need to reach out to them. I need to bring this message to our schools, to our behavioral health departments. 107 people OD'd on fentanyl last year, right? This is murder. This is absolute murder. They are putting fentanyl in candy-like substances, and people are dying at massive rates. And I need to let people know that they don't have to. So help me, help you, and I appreciate you.
You got it, Wes. We'll definitely be in touch. I could definitely assist with that since I'm in those spaces. So for sure.
Wow.
Yeah.
Outstanding. Yeah. And I love you guys. I'm so proud of you. Keep going. You guys, I always feel the love from you. And, it is genuine. It is so genuine. You guys are amazing. And, like always, if there's ever anything I can do for you, just let me know.
Well, we love you, and I am making, at least because I'm far out of state. I'm making every effort to see you in January to start my year out right.
Let's go.
That's the best way to start out your year, girl. Come on.
Yes. I just got to look at the child care, the dog care, the flight situation.
Yeah.
I got to get it all in check. And once I do,
you got some time. You got some time.
Yeah. Well, not much time. I got to get on it.
Yeah, but you got some time. Yeah.
We got 4 weeks. We got 4 weeks
Yeah,
from yesterday.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So it's coming.
just make the decision, and then everything else will fall into place.
Yes.
I'm
coming. I will be there. It's a Saturday, right?
It is a Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. I looked at it to make sure.
Yeah.
Cool.
Make the decision, and then everything else will fall into place.
Yeah. See, I needed you today. And everybody else does too.
That's right. That's right. Thanks again, Wes. We appreciate you. Wishing you safe travels back home, because we know you're not in the state.
Yes.
And we'll see you soon. Remember, everyone, you're listening to Webb's Women,
where exposure brings strength.